before we relax fully, go ahead and make any last adjustments or movements, maybe circling out the ankles or the wrists, or stretching back, maybe turning the head slowly side to side. Anything to help maybe come into a more comfortable position. All right, so we're just going to stay here for a couple minutes. All right, so as you close the eyes, begin to become aware of the breath. All right, just letting it come naturally. All right, just try and notice the in-breath and the out-breath coming into the body and leaving the body. I'm slowly starting to deepen the breath. I try and have a sense of how the body changes with the deeper breath. And maybe you feel more energized. Maybe it's making you more tired. Maybe it's making you relax a little more. Just notice the body. And if it's comfortable, extending that deep breath to about 4 or 5 seconds. And matching the exhalation with the inhalation. And then on the exhalation, begin to notice the release of any tension in the muscles, release of any thoughts, any worries, and just feel the body melting into your mat. We're letting go. Relax. Right now, you can go ahead and resume normal breathing. Just letting it flow, however. And we'll bring our knees into our chest. And we'll take a gentle hug in here, rocking side to side. Relax the shoulders here. And go ahead and lower the feet flat on the mat so the knees are bent. All right, now we're going to go ahead and separate our feet a little bit farther apart towards the edges of the mat and let the knees fall in to touch each other comfortably. All right, now from here, just gently and slowly begin to let the knees come over to one side and then come over to the other side. Right, and just alternating sides. Again, moving gently, just warming up the body here. All right, and when you've finished, you can go ahead and extend the legs back out, keeping the legs together. Go ahead and reach the arms back. All right, just take a deep breath in, and as you breathe in, reach back. Point the toes. And maybe grab opposite wrists, stretch side to side. All right, now interlacing the fingers, palms back. One more time, deep breath in. And on the exhalation, slowly coming up, finding your way into a seated position. All right, keeping the eyes closed. All right, we're going to stay here for about 5 minutes. So if you need to, you can sit on a block, a blanket. Just find a comfortable position. All right, so placing the palms on the knees, go ahead and just begin to make circles with the body. All right, changing directions. All right, now go ahead and relax. We're going to release the right fingertips alongside of us. And we're going to go ahead and inhale, reach the left arm up. And as you exhale, come over towards the right side, stretching along the left side of the body here. Okay, remembering to breathe. One more deep breath. And gently come up. We'll go ahead and lower the left fingertips. Inhale, right arm up. Reach up. Exhale, come over to the left. Inhale up and release. All right, relax, close the eyes. Bring the attention back to the breath. Trying to stay present and stay with the breath throughout the practice. So if the mind wanders, as many times as you need, keep coming back to the breath. And we'll open up with 3 ohms. Inhale. May all beings everywhere be free from all pain and suffering. May they be happy. May they benefit from our practice tonight through our breath, our body, and our hearts. May we contribute to this freedom through our actions. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. And keeping the eyes closed, we're just going to do a quick, pretty simple breathing exercise. So it's complete breathing. So it's 3 seconds into the belly, and 3-second inhalation into the chest. Right, so you're expanding the belly first and then the chest. So it's kind of like a wave of a breath in, right? So we'll begin together and then we can go off on our own. Right, so again, closing the eyes, finding a tall spine, shoulders, face relax, right, normal breathing. Right, you can inhale through the nostrils or through the mouth for this. It doesn't matter, just personal preference, right, whatever's more comfortable. And while we are doing this, just try and really focus on the breath coming in and the breath releasing. Right? Trying to have no thoughts, no judgments, or no expectation. Just stay with the breath. Right? So before we begin, take a deep breath in. Exhale fully. Now begin. Inhale. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale belly. 1, 2, 3. Chest. Exhale. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Continuing on your own. Few more rounds. If you're having trouble doing it through your nostrils, try through the mouth. All right, last one. And relax. All right, go ahead, take the left hand on the outside of the right knee and bring the right fingertip behind the body. Just taking a gentle spinal twist here, looking over the right shoulder. Relax the shoulders. Right, release. Twisting to the left. Remembering to breathe. And release. All right, we'll go ahead and stand up. We're going to do a few rounds of sun salutations. All right, so we'll do the first few rounds together, and don't worry about the breath. Just let it come naturally, or if you want to move with the breath, feel free, whatever works for you. All right, meeting at the front of the mat, palms together. All right, and just closing the eyes for a moment. And maybe if you'd like, there's anybody you know that's struggling or having a hard time with something, maybe you can dedicate your practice to them today and just keep them in your hearts throughout the practice. Right? We'll all practice together for them. And when you're ready, inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold. Right, stepping the right foot back. Release the knee. Shoulders relax. Right, moving into plank pose. So go ahead, release the knees, the chest, and the chin. Right, elbows hugging the rib cage, coming into cobra or baby cobra. Right, take a breath here. And maybe move the hips side to side a little bit. And when you're ready, tuck the toes, coming into downward dog. Go ahead and take a moment to pedal out the feet here. And when you're ready, right foot forward, left knee down. And now the left foot to meet the right. And for this first round, we're just going to slowly roll up. So let the body be heavy, and one vertebrae at a time. Begin to creep your way up. And letting the head come up last. And relax. Right, other side. Go ahead, reach up. Calm down, Uttanasana. And left foot back. Right, plank pose. Release, knees, chest, chin. And coming into your cobra. And pushing the palms in the mat, keeping the shoulders away from the ears. Moving the hips gently side to side. Breathing. And tucking the toes, downward dog. All right, last time, go ahead, pedal out the feet. And maybe this time, going a little deeper. And the left foot comes forward. And now the right. And again, one more time, one vertebrae at a time. Begin to roll up. Slowly. And conclude. Inhale, reach up. Calm down. Right foot back. Plank pose. Come down, knees, chest, chin. Cobra. Stay for a breath. And moving back, downward dog. Right foot forward. Left foot forward. Now reach the arms all the way up as you inhale. Reach, reach. Keep reaching. And release. And go up. Calm down. Left foot back. Plank pose. And go ahead, release, come down. Remember, elbows tucked. Inhale, come to your cobra. And try and find a comfortable cobra. Once you're there, take a deep breath. And when you're ready, downward dog. Right, left foot forward. Right foot. Reach up. Keep reaching. Maybe coming up on the tippy toes. Reach and relax the arms. Right now, coming into chair pose. So just taking a few inches apart from the feet. Go ahead, inhale, reach up, lower the seat. Right, if you find an arch in the lower back, pull the belly button in and tuck the tailbone, trying to eliminate that arch. Right, now from here, inhale, stand up, reach up, exhale, fold. Right, hands on the shins. Inhale, lengthen the spine, look up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, step the right foot back. All right, we're going to come into Kapayasana. You can keep the back toes tucked, and we can come into more gentle variation here. All right, work on relaxing. And you can stay here if you'd like. You can release that back foot and maybe inhale, reach the arms up. Again, guys, feel free at any point to do any variation in your practice. And lower the palms, step back, plank pose. Exhale, lower down, knees, chest, chin. Now inhale, either coming into cobra or upward dog. And exhale, hips back, downward dog. And inhale, right foot forward. Release the knee, come up. Being in Kapayasana. Again, we'll start in the more gentle variation. And from there, you can move on your own. And release the fingertips. Step the left foot forward. Inhale, reach up. Keep the arms up. Lower the seats. Come back into chair pose. Breathe. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold. All right, we're going to go ahead and bend the knees and try and connect the chest and the thighs. Right now, again, any variation in your practice, if you'd like, we can move into this together. Bring the hands behind the back and interlace the fingers. Right now, from here, moving the shoulders away from the ears. Then slowly relax the neck, let the head be heavy. And you should feel some space being created between the vertebrae here as you breathe along the spine. Now go ahead and release the fingertips down. Inhale, left foot back. All right, we'll go ahead and come into Kapayasana, any variation. And release the palms, step to plank. And exhale, lower down, knees, chest, chin. Stay here for a breath. When you're ready, inhale into cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward dog. Okay. Inhale, left foot comes forward. Okay. Coming into Kapayasana last time. And release the fingertips, step the right foot forward. And for this one, go ahead, grab opposite elbows. Okay. Bend the knees. And try and really relax the whole upper body. Right from the waist to the top of the head. You can maybe just do a little bouncing here. Maybe incorporating a side-to-side movement in that. And maybe shaking the head out, yes and no. All right, and go ahead and release the arms. And one vertebra at a time, slowly, even slower than before. Begin to roll up. And relax. All right, go ahead and just separate your feet. Point the toes out to the side. We're going to bring the palms on the knees. All right, so find a comfortable position here. Now, go ahead and begin to slowly straighten one arm at a time. Right, and twisting the opposite way of whatever knee you're pushing. All right, now we're going to go ahead and we're just going to begin to sway the body side to side. Right, maybe bring the seat all the way down if you are feeling warmed up. We're just loosening up joints here. And coming back up. All right, we're going to turn the toes back in so the feet are parallel. Right, extending the arms out to the sides. Inhale, begin to look up, open the chest. And as you exhale, slowly folding forward, coming into Prasarita. Right. Any variation with the hand, you can keep the palms under the shoulders. Maybe grab the outsides of the feet. And we'll stay here for a few breaths. Work on relaxing the neck. And if you feel there's a little more weight on your heels, if you can, shift the weight forward. There's a little more weight on the toes. Relax, breathe here for a few moments. And now releasing the hands, bringing the hands to the insides of the hips. Keeping a flat back, inhale, slowly begin to come up. And relax. Right, coming to the front of our mat. Go ahead and just shake the wrists out. Right, and then the ankles, the feet. Right. And now coming back to the front. We're going to go ahead and step the right foot back, coming into warrior one. Now go ahead and lower the arms, but keep them in a straight line with the fingertips pointed down. From here, we're going to move into warrior three. Right, moving slowly and trying to find the capital letter T with the body. And gently step that right foot back. Right, coming up, we're going to take the left palm and twist to the left and bring that palm on the back of the right thigh. From here, inhale, reach the right arm up. And so we're just incorporating a little twist here. It's a good stretch for the psoas muscle. And if you want a deeper stretch, maybe reach the fingertips up even more. And relax. Right? Go ahead and move the feet in a little closer to each other. Right, so we're still in warrior one stance, but both legs are extended. They're both straight. All right, from here, inhale, reach the arms up and slowly begin to fold. Bring the forehead towards the shin or the knee. All right, and once you're here, go ahead and just take a little bit of a bend in both legs. And we're going to reach the hands behind the right thigh, and we're going to interlace the fingers. All right, if this is too much for you, you can just keep the fingertips on the mat. Right, if you have the fingers interlaced, once you're ready, once you have that hold, if you can, begin to straighten the legs. Right, and our necks are relaxed here, our heads are heavy. And release the grip and come up. All right, we're going to go ahead and meet in Warrior 2. Relax the shoulders from here. Inhale, left arm up, coming into Peaceful Warrior. Right, the right palm is on the back leg. All right, now go ahead and extend that front leg straight. And on your next exhalation, begin to come down into triangle pose. All right, now from here, we're going to move into a side angle. So go ahead and bend that front leg coming up a little bit and then placing the left elbow on top of the thigh. All right, you can keep that arm extended straight up, or you can bring it towards the front of your room. Right, connecting the bicep and the ear. One more breath. All right, now looking towards that left foot, go ahead and release the palms down. We're going to lower the back knee. We're going to push the hips back, coming into runner's stretch. All right, lowering the forehead down. Now coming back up, go ahead and step that right foot to meet the left. All right, coming into Uttanasana. All right, go ahead and separate the feet about 4 or 5 inches apart. All right, now from here, inhale, reach the arms up and come into chair pose. All right, from here, we're going to stay in chair pose. Bring the palms together in prayer position. We're going to come into a spinal twist. Okay, so go ahead, inhale, reach the arms up, and exhale, twisting to the left, hooking the right elbow on the outside of the left knee. All right, and once the elbow is on the outside of the knee, begin to maybe look up over the left shoulder. And now staying in chair, inhale, reach the arms back up. And exhale, twisting to the right. Just remember to breathe. Inhale, reach up, stand up. Deep breath in and relax the arms. And we'll just catch our breath here for a moment. So coming into mountain pose, right, closing the eyes. Just beginning to slow the breath down. Right, feeling the heartbeat. Feeling the blood moving throughout the body. Just feeling everything becoming more still. And opening the eyes. Then come to the front of the mat. Coming into warrior one with the left foot back. Okay, we're switching sides here. And now we're going to move right into our warrior three. Slowly stepping that left foot back. Right, extend both legs. Right, we're going to come into that forward fold again. So if you'd like, you can bring the stance in a little closer. Right, ideally, you want the heels to line up somewhat in line with each other. Right, and maybe a distance of about 2 feet or so. Right, when you're ready, inhale, reach. And come down slowly as you exhale, but keep reaching the fingertips forward as you fold. Okay, now relax the head. Right, if you took the variation on the other side, go ahead, bend the knees. Bring the hands to the back of the left thigh, interlace the fingers, and then straighten the legs and relax the neck. Right, we'll stay here for a few breaths. And try and breathe into the space between the shoulder blades. Right, feeling the back expand on the inhalation. Right, releasing the arms, coming back up, and meeting in warrior two. Now inhale, coming into peaceful warrior. And we're reaching up, we're lengthening through the right side of the body. Now extending that right leg. Exhale, coming into triangle. All right, now coming up a little bit, bending that front leg and coming into your variation of side angle stretch. All right, looking down at the right toes, go ahead, lower the knee, the palms, back foot tuck, send the hips back, coming into our runner's stretch. And relax the neck here. And coming back up. All right, we're going to go ahead and twist to the left, coming back into Prasarita. Right, so both feet are parallel with each other. All right, we're going to take a spinal twist here. So go ahead and first walk the palms forward in front of you. All right, so the upper body's in a downward dog position. All right, we're sending the hips back. All right, now go ahead, walk the hands back in. We're going to bring the left palm directly under the face. All right, from here, inhale, twist to the right, reach the right arm up. All right, if you'd like, you can take that left hand and reach it for the outside of the right ankle. And come down. All right, and your variation, we're going to come to the other side, so we're twisting to the left. And coming back down. All right, hands to the hips, flat back. Inhale, come up. Exhale and step to the front of the mat. All right. Just do a couple of balancing postures. So we'll come into tree pose first. So on the left foot, right, coming into any variation. Right, keeping the arms raised. Go ahead and release your right foot and bring it over the left. All right, and from here, slowly begin to come down in the Uttanasana. And just relax and let your hands and fingers fall wherever they are. Okay, so maybe they're resting on the floor. Maybe you need to place them on the knee or the shins. I just focus more on the heaviness of the head. And focus on the breath moving along the spine. Now, one vertebra at a time. Inhale, rolling up slowly. And release. All right. Tree pose on the right foot. Release the left foot over the right foot. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold. Two more breaths. And remember, a little bit more weight on the toes here. And slowly begin to roll up. All right. Go ahead and make our way to the back of the mat. Right, go ahead, inhale, reach up. Exhale, come down. We're going to go ahead and walk the hands forward into a plank pose. All right, so from here, on the right hand first, coming into any variation of side plank. Right, I'm just demonstrating the easiest one, but I think everybody here has their own variations. All right, we'll stay for 3 breaths. All right, back to plank. And moving on to the left hand. And remember, lift the hips up. 3 breaths. And coming back to plank. All right, so you can stay here. You can always lower the knees if it's too much. Right, we're going to try and come down onto one elbow at a time into the forearms, but the hips and the knees are still raised. All right, so we're going to try and stay here for 5 breaths. Two more. Exhale, lower the hips, the knees, and come into Sphinx pose. All right, we'll go ahead and separate the feet to the edges of the mat. All right, now either staying here or coming a little bit deeper. We'll go ahead and come into extended Sphinx, so pushing the palms into the mat. Begin to straighten the arms. Remember to keep the shoulders down, away from the ears. And slowly coming back down. We're going to release the chest down to the mat. Go ahead and bend the legs, grabbing the ankles. We're going to come right into bow. It doesn't have to be anything extreme. You can come up a little bit or just stay here. Right? When you're ready, inhale. Begin to kick the feet back. Maybe rock forward and back a few times. Make sure you breathe. Last breath. Kick back a little bit more. And relax, pushing into child's pose. Okay, any child's pose here. Rest for a few breaths. All right, now staying down, keeping the forehead on the mat. If the arms are already not extended, go ahead and extend them forward in front of you. The palms are still flat. All right. Now, if you can, try and crawl your fingertips a little bit closer to the front of the mat so you're lengthening here through the armpits. All right, now from here, we're going to go ahead and walk the hands over to the left. And keep crawling the fingers, finding ourselves in a deeper stretch. Now go ahead and walk the hands over towards the right. And back to center. And rolling up. Right, just meeting in hero's pose for a moment. All right, we're going to go ahead and bring the right arm over the chest. All right, we're just taking a little shoulder stretch here. All right, go ahead and switch. The left arm comes across. We're grabbing behind the left elbow. All right, go ahead and release. We're going to bring the arms up. We're going to take the left hand, grab the right elbow. And just go ahead and bring that right elbow behind the head. If you have a bind, you can go ahead and bind. And release. Right arms back up, grabbing the left elbow this time. And release. All right, we're going to come into camel pose, so lifting the hips up. Right, the knees are separated, about hip distance apart, toes tucked. All right, now we're going to go ahead and move into this safely. So bringing either the fists on the lower back or the palms if flexibility allows it to. Go ahead and begin to move the hips forward while lifting the chest up. And one hand at a time, maybe bringing it to the heel, maybe the other. And wherever you are, we'll stay for 3 deep breaths into the heart region. So expand the lungs, expand the chest. Breathe deep. And bring the palms or fists back to the lower back. Begin to come up and sit back. We're going to go ahead and come into all fours. Right, so we're beginning to cat and cow the spine. Inhale, looking up. Exhale, arch. All right, just keep moving with the breath here. Moving slowly, gracefully. Right, now coming back to a neutral back, go ahead and begin to make circles with the hips. We'll bring them forward, out to the sides. Right, change directions. And coming back to a neutral position. We're going to go ahead and walk the hands a little bit further in front of us, coming into plank pose. And from here, pushing back to downward dog. Right, so we'll go ahead and lift the right leg up and point the toes up to the ceiling. And then take a slight bend in that leg, open up the hip. Right. Breathing into the right hip. On your next exhalation, bring the knee forward, preparing for pigeon pose. Right, so making your adjustments, walking that left foot back. Right, before we come into the full pose, keep the back foot tucked. Right, we're going to go ahead and open the arms out to the sides, letting the palms face forward. Right, we're opening, expanding the chest region. Right, you can raise the hips up a little bit. And on your breath out, begin to come down and relax the back foot. Just release here. And slowly coming back up. And pushing back, coming into downward dog. Go ahead and pedal out the feet. And when you're ready, the left leg comes up. Open the hips. And take a deep breath into that left hip. And on the exhalation, come into pigeon pose. Nice. We'll go ahead and meet here first. Remember to keep that back foot tucked. You can raise the hips here. And we're focusing on opening and expanding the chest region. And imagining the breath flowing right into the center of the chest. And when you're ready, slowly relax. And gently coming back up. I'm going to go ahead and sit to the left and swing the right leg around. Okay, so the legs are extended forward. Right now, slight bend in the legs. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold. Right, one more time. Inhale, reach up. Try and reach. Exhale, come back down. And we're going to bring the arms behind the knees. Right, and we'll go ahead and grab opposite elbows and relax. The neck, the head is heavy. And gently release. Right, go ahead, bring the arms behind you. The fingertips are facing back. Right, we're going to go ahead and slowly inhale and lift the hips up. Maybe you could release the head back. 2 more breaths. And release. All right, we're going to roll back and come right into our variation of shoulder stand. Okay, so again, any variation in your practice, go ahead and stay here wherever you are for 5 breaths. All right, see if you can, for the 5 breaths, focus on the space between the eyebrows, keeping the eyes closed. Just letting everything else be. Last 2 breaths. Now, if you're in the shoulder stand, go ahead and bring the knees to the forehead. And if you have plow pose, extend the legs back. And remember to keep breathing. And now from here, release the palms flat on the mat. Using the hands as brakes, slowly begin to roll out 1 vertebrae at a time. Relax, release the legs down. We're going to keep the legs bent. Right? The soles of the feet are planted, and we're separating the feet hip distance apart. All right, now you can go ahead and bring the palms underneath the back of the head, interlace the fingers, and let the elbows fall out to the side. And now from here, let the knees fall over to the left side. Right. Coming over to the right. And back to the left. Just keep moving at your own pace. A few more times. All right, releasing the hands. Bring the knees into the armpits. Grab the soles of the feet. Come into happy baby pose. And maybe trying to straighten one leg at a time. And rocking side to side a few times. All right, go ahead and release the soles of the feet back down, hip distance apart. We're going to come into bridge pose or wheel pose. All right, when you're ready. And we'll stay for 3 breaths. And release. I go ahead and lay down. Just take a moment here. Bring your awareness back to the breath. Right now, bringing the knees in towards the chest. Go ahead and grab behind the knees. All right, we're going to go ahead and rock forward a few times, tucking the chin towards the chest. Right, and on the next one, we're going to come right into boat pose. So when you're ready, come up, point the toes forward, point the fingertips forward, and breathe. All right, keep lengthening through the spine. One more breath. Now slowly begin to let go, come down, and make your way into our final relaxation. And making any last minute adjustments. I'm going to stay here for the next few minutes. And we're beginning to find stillness and silence within the body here. And beginning to let go through the exhalation. Letting go of all thoughts. And any worries. Letting go of any tension. Letting the mind be quiet and the body be heavy. Relax. 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 Right, slowly beginning to deepen the breath, wiggling the toes, fingers. And bring the knees in towards the chest, just taking a gentle hug in here. And bring the arms out to the side. Go ahead and just let the knees fall over towards the right. And bring the knees back up, letting them come over to the left. And from here, keeping the eyes closed, coming up into a seated position. And coming up slowly at your own pace. Finding a tall spine, the eyes closed. If there's anybody that you dedicated your practice to, just bring them to mind with the closing of the practice. And we'll go ahead and all together. Inhale. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om, peace, peace, peace. Namaste. Thank you, everybody, for having the patience in the beginning of class and bearing with me and just doing this new method of taking yoga class. I know it's a little bit different than what we're used to, and I think we're all doing a good job and we're sticking together, and I think we're all doing what we need to do, and it's just good that we can come together, and I appreciate everybody coming out and doing this with all of us. It means a lot to myself and Liz and the whole community, and it's still very odd for me to teach via computer because it's like my dog's behind my computer, so it's like I'm talking to him the whole class. But I'm with you guys, and I hope to see everybody in real life very soon. All right. Hope you guys have a lovely evening, and I'll see you soon.
Thanks.
All right.
Thank
Bye,
you.
guys. All right.
Bye.
My pleasure. Bye-bye.